Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Pay attention to this video. The North might break out of Nigeria very soon. Now, the presidency is raising hand up that the president of Niger Republic is inciting the northern Nigeria against Tinubu. How does that sound to you? Now, let's come to the indigenous people of the North. Normally, it's supposed to be Hausa people that owns the northern Nigeria, if not the system of ruling of the Fulanis. And when you look at Niger Republic, 60% of the people in Niger, the Nigerian, they speak Hausa language. Now, they see themselves as brothers. They don't see themselves as people from different countries. Know this and have peace. And that is why the hair was about to lose when France was pushing Tinubu to carry out military strike against Niger military leader. Now, look at what the Guardian newspaper reports this morning. It says, Niger leader inciting northern Nigeria against Tinubu says presidency. The game is becoming scarier because the North will never support anything Nigeria against Niger Republic. Rather, they will support everything about Niger Republic against Nigeria because Niger Republic is their brother. And they have concrete evidence from the information I have gathered that the allegation the Niger president laid against Tinubu happens to be true. So if at the end everything happens to be true and this thing continues like this, do you think they will fold their hands and not to support their brother? Now, let's go through the articles quickly to understand the stance of these people. Now, they said the presidency said claims by the military leader of Niger Republic, Abdulrahman Shani, that Nigeria is colluding with France to destabilize his country are designed to create bad blood between northern Nigeria and President Bola Tinubu. You see where the presidency is not taking the blame to. The special advisor to the president, Bola Tinubu, on policy and communication, Daniel Bwanda, said this in a video posted on his X page on Friday. Bwanda said the claims are business propaganda designed to create chaos and incite bad blood in northern Nigeria against Tinubu. Speaking in Abuja on Friday, Bwanda says Shani's choice of Hausa language of the North to convey his propaganda message lay credence to the fact that he is bent on waging war of words against the present administration. Yesterday, I came across a video, a despicable propaganda piece by the military head of state of the Niger Republic against the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this is what you often see with military interregnum, he said. Now, let me stop the article there. A lot of people will just come to social media. They'll say that what the Niger president is saying is not true. But they don't have evidence to counter his claim. We are living in a global world. This is, technological era. You cannot just come out and say something. The man gave evidence. The man was talking and he was giving signs, including the people they arrested that said Nigeria is arming them. Now, Niger Republic president is not the first person that said this, right? Former Nigeria head of intelligence agency Kunde Ondawumi said that the people he arrested, that they mentioned that including presidency, governors, senators are sponsoring them and in terrorists. Nigeria head of intelligence agency said so. So if another president of another sovereign country is saying the same thing, it looks so familiar and people would believe. They said people they arrested said so, and everything they said, Tinubu went to France, that Tinubu collected money, that Tinubu should come out clean.
Yeah, so you see, my brother, this is the thing. In life, yeah, sometimes that is how life goes. Because how can I use a proverb to say a few things? What a man sows, that he reaps.
He reaps.
Okay. So you see these northerners, yeah? One thing with them is that you can't really. I blame Tinubu, but I will not overly blame Tinubu. Why do I say this? Is that, look, Africa, or let's just say Nigeria, let's just leave Africa, let's just say Nigeria, for example. If Nigeria had a united front agenda that would serve the interests of Nigerians, they would have stayed out of all this international craziness going on. But Now they cannot. Why? Because I'm trying to be brief, because otherwise I will take all the time in the world. Why?
Okay.
Because
And be brief.
Because you see, the Northerners, they were happy all this while when the British gave them the support 100% to take over entire Nigeria, and they ran what I called Fulani hijacked Nigerian system under the tutelage of the British, where they were loading it. They are loading it on everybody. They will decide who be president, who is not president. They've all come together, conspired against Biafra, Igbo in particular. So in every way possible, and their main target, don't take your eyes off the ball. The Fulani, this Fulani hijacked Nigerian system, their main target is to turn the entire Nigerian space into Islamic Sharia Caliphate. And they were doing it, and they are doing it successfully. And of course, they are still pushing. But now, because Tinubu, for whatever reason, because I can't know, I won't be able to know 100% what is on the inside, because I'm not on the inside. But now, because the Tinubu is coming with the French have their own agenda, right? Now, they know that the agenda of the French is not going to serve them, the Fulanis. It's not going to serve their interest, because their interest is that everybody stay away, stay out of Nigeria affairs, so that they and their Islamic bodies sponsoring and pushing them, and the British supporting them, so that they can eventually, slowly but surely, it doesn't matter how long it takes, take over Nigeria and turn it into Islamic Caliphate. Make no mistake about that. But now with French coming, it's a different ball game, because they're let me tell you, see these Fulanis or Northerners, whatever you want to call them. If there's war, let's just, for example, there's problem between Niger or Mali or Burkina versus Nigeria, they will take the side of those people. Do you know that?
They are brothers.
Exactly. They don't see us. They don't see us as their brother. I'm telling you, the gospel truth is bitter. For them, they see us as people ready to be conquered and Islamized and to serve the interests of the caliphate. That is how they see us, as Southerners. I am telling you the gospel truth. I am telling you the gospel truth. They don't see us. They see Niger and all these people as their own people, not us Southerners. So for them, they see opportunity to conquer us. Now, so Tinubu is somebody. You can't even predict the man. I am telling you the truth. He's not my ideal candidate. He's not my preferred candidate, but he's looking like an equalizer. Because the French...
What do you mean by equalizer? Sorry. What do you mean by equalizer? Because I want to get everything you are saying.
Yeah, I looked at him as an equalizer, because he is able to do things that neither Jonathan nor Peter Obi will be able to do, in terms of trying to stand up to the Fulani Caliphate, the hegemony that has hijacked Nigeria. Yeah, he played them too. He played them. This guy looked like he was going to die the next day. All the while, during the election, he was falling, he was incoherent, he was this, he was that. And these people thought that he was going to go the way of Yaradua, that he's a man who is going to die the next day. But it turns out that this guy can even stay another 10 years. He can be around another 10 years. Well, I'm not God, but at least, physically speaking, he's doing so well. Physically, not what we saw during the campaign and the election, and they put Shetima there so that when the man kick bucket, Shetima will take over and jam it through our throat. Islamization. That is what it's all about. Now the French again have their own agenda, because these British or French, they are number one enemy of the black race. When I say this, it's so deep. If I have to elaborate to tell you why I said that. They are the number one enemy, because these are people who come together and decided that the black man, also owing to our own level of thinking and understanding, we're going to be subjected into the bottom of all races, Every other race in this world come before us. Now, but with them coming now, this caliphate in the north, they are shivering, because one, the French will come to get what they want to get, and that thing they want to get will serve their people. So and the Sahel region, they've rejected the French, because the French is not helping them to get what they want. Rather, the French are exploiting their natural resources, but them, on the other hand, want somebody who can support them to turn Nigeria into Islamic Caliphate. So that is the situation. That is how I look at it. But we will see what God does, because I always say that God will have the last laugh. We are people. A man who is down does not fear falling. For over a century, we as Biafran, we've been down. Over a century. Millions of... My mom used to tell me the story of how she escaped Asaba massacre. Till this date.
My father also told me how he escaped. You know, they even killed someone who helped him to escape during the war. You know, it's not a good story to remember. Anyway.
Exactly. And you know what? Till this day, nobody is honorable enough to say we are sorry. You know, and to think that the bulk of the resources of the country that built Abuja, built Lagos, came from South, whatever you want to call it, South or whatever. But the fact that a South guy, Jonathan, they call him Igbo. They call him Igbo. They see him as Igbo, right? But on one hand, they will tell you it's not Igbo, that he's from South. But guess what? They will not even allow him to fulfill his constitutional mandate. They have to gang up and force him out. But the 90-something% of the bulk of economy that built Abuja built is coming from there. But they will be the one to decide who runs Nigeria, who doesn't run, who becomes Nigeria. And they made all these conspiracy. So I tell you, this situation is deep. But like I always say, God will have the last laugh. And because we are done already, we just have to continue to push on as Biafra. For me, it's all about Biafra. And I know that it's going to be a combined effort of our effort, and Chukwu Okabiama. Everything is going to play out. We will see.
All right, sir.
That's my little contribution, brother.
What I want to, just 1 minute before we start receiving WhatsApp call, what I want to ask you is this. You see, like for me, in my own opinion, I don't just want only Biafra to come. I wish that Africans can realize that despite we are brothers, but all our ethnic groups ought to be a different country.
Yeah.
We can form an alliance.
Exactly.
Brothers, we can do visa free to different countries like they do in Schengen area in Europe, like they do between Canada and America. You can just carry your car and enter another country for free. Because all this West, they don't need us to do what they want to do in Nigeria. They need one person, the president.
Yeah.
And it's difficult for you to question the president because this country is, is too large, and the heterogeneous nature of the people in it makes it difficult for you to question president. Even though the president is a thief, if you want to attack him, his people can say, or would say, or his religious people would say, him is our thief. When this person was there, you were not talking. You understand? So it's very difficult.
I don't cut you off. With the Nigerian system, you can't even hold to account a governor who is Delta State or Imo State. Why? Because of the Nigerian system.
Because Abuja will respond.
Exactly. They will overwhelm you and they will slaughter you and you just die for nothing. But if we have our Biafra, for example, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen because we will fight and we will not have a Fulani hijacked Nigerian system that will unleash Abuja on us. If he tried to unleash terror on the Biafran people, him and his generation to come will never, they will be exiled. This is why you see when you saw this Western world, which I have lived for over more than 4 decades, or going to 4 decades, they are very meticulous when they do something. In the UK or Germany or Belgium or Netherlands, there's something you will commit as a leader. You will be banished. I am telling you this. In fact, that is why their leaders, they are very careful when they deal with their people, because they know that their people will unleash hell on them. And they and their generation will never. So this is the thing. It's this Nigerian factor that has destroyed everybody and destroyed everything. And it will never work. Now, Tinubu, if I were, but of course, I don't know, but Kunle said it the other time, said Tinubu will do well to do the right thing. And the right thing is just let these people go. Let Northerners go. If they want to go and form alliance with their Sahel people, fine, so be it. Because they seem to have a lot more commonalities. And let Southerners go and figure out what they want to, if it's 3, 4 nations, whatever, what is wrong with that? There are nations that are 1 million. There are those that are 2 millions. Luxembourg, these are less than, maybe 1 million. Eh? So many. How many? So this is the situation, my brother.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. I think let's respond to some WhatsApp. A lot of people have been calling from WhatsApp.